Hello creative minds, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marvel Greg if you're new here, and on this channel I share pattern drafting, sewing tutorials and everything fashion related that make fashion easy and fun. Today's project, I'm going to be running you through how you can make a very simple short for yourself with an elastic. So this method can be used with a plus size and also any size of your choice that you want to make the short for. If you're interested in learning how to do this quickly, watch this video to the end and I'll be showing you techniques on how you can go about making a simple short for yourself. As time goes on this channel, I'll be sharing different methods of how you can achieve beautiful shorts with elastic and without elastic. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're yet to do so. So I'm gonna head to fold my fabric for the front pattern of this short, and I'm imputing my starting line where I'll begin my measurement from. So just like I said earlier, this short is an elastic short, and I'm going to be including 2 inches, that's 2.5 inches first for my elastic band. Why I'm using 2.5 inches is by the time I fold it with half an inch, I'll be left with 2 inches. So I'm just going to be ruling a line like so. So the next step from that point, I'm just going to be mapping out my short lengths. So I did 17 inches for this short length. Depends on how short you want yours to be. You can do 15 inches. It totally depends on you, but I'm doing 17 inches for this short. So the next step is to map out my hip point. So I'm doing this because it's going to be a guide for how to get your crotch depth, just in case maybe the person you're making this short for, you forgot to measure the crotch depth. So just map the hip measurement like so. Then from the hip measurement, if you are working with a plus size, from that point you can go down by 2.5 inches. This has worked for me over time and you can try it out. But if you are working with a normal size, you can do 2 inches below. There are other ways you can get your crotch measurements, which on this channel I've shared with you on one of my tutorials. I'm going to include the link on the description below for you to go and watch it out. So after highlighting all this measurement, the next step now is to go ahead and impute our hip measurements at our hip line. So I'm including 1 inches for ease for this short because this is a very free short. So I'm going to mark what I have at my hip at my starting line, and I'm going to connect with a straight line just like I did. So for my crotch line, I'm going to be going out by extra 2.5 inches. So I'm going to extend the straight line down to my crotch line, then I'll map out 2.5 inches and connect with a curve that's from my hip line down to my crotch line, just like I'm doing here. So I'm going to be doing I did 2.5 inches. So now at my short length, what I did is to measure my thigh measurement. So for your thigh measurement, unlike other measurement that you divide by 4, your thigh measurement is usually divided by 2. So I'm also going to be adding 1 inches to what I'm working with, and I'm going to be connecting it down to my crotch line like I did here. So now I'm just going ahead to add my 1.5 inches for my folding allowance for the shorts, and that's basically it for the front part of the shorts. Easy, right? So just go ahead and cut it out. We are going to be adding, so I forgot to include that I also added, after the 1 inch I added for my ease, I added another half an inch. That is, I added a total of 1.5 inches. So that half inch is going to serve as also allowance for my stitching. I'm also going to be adding it half inch for the side of my back pattern. So I'm just going to be placing my front piece on another piece. Ensure that at the upper part you have about 1 inches, then at the crotch line about 2.5 to 3 inches. So for my crotch line I did 3 inches, then I went up by 1 inches just to give the bum free movement. So I'm just going to be connecting it to this slanted line just like I did here. Then don't forget, for my crotch area for the back, I did 3 inches just to give my bum that room to move. Then I'm just going to extend my line slantly all the way to the length of my shorts. I also, if you notice the side of the back shorts, I also left half an inch for stitching allowance. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out just like I did here, and that's basically it for the cutting. So next we are going to go ahead and stitch our piece together. So you can notch where your folding allowance is so that when you are joining you will know. So the next step now is to bring out the front piece and the back piece together. Then I'll go ahead and join the crouch area by half and by 0.4 inches or thereabout. Just go ahead and join the crotch area. So that's what it looks like by the time I was done joining. So the next step now is to go ahead and place them together like I did here, then join the down part of the shorts neatly. So place them together, ensure that it aligns, then you top stitch on one side, then top stitch, then stitch the other side straight down. So this is what it looks like by the time I was done stitching. The next step now is to go ahead and stitch the sides of our shorts. So after stitching the side, I went ahead to give it a good press. Then I folded all my allowance. So I folded my allowance for the down part, which I left like so that when I'm stitching it, to give it a very neat outcome. I also went ahead to fold my elastic allowance like so. So at that point I'm going to open about 0.4 inches because that's where I'm going to use to insert my elastic by the time I'm done stitching it. So here I've gone ahead to give it a small opening just like you see here. So now I'm going to go ahead and fold in my allowances. So you can use any kind of elastic of your choice. There are different type of elastic, it depends on you. So just go ahead and insert your elastic. I've gone ahead to close my elastic allowance just like I said I would earlier. So now I'm just going to use my pin to push in my elastic all the way around the short to the other side of it. So if you are going for a wider elastic, you can go ahead and top stitch on the waistline round just to give it that beautiful effects. I'm going to be sharing a tutorial on that soon on this channel. So I just went ahead to fix in my elastic all the way around. So to measure your elastic, it depends on how free you want your waist area to be. Just give it a measurement before cutting out your elastic. So after cutting it out, I'll just go ahead and top stitch my elastic first before pushing it in to my short. So I'll just go ahead and top stitch. After top stitching, that's basically all for this tutorial. Push it in and voila, your short is ready. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, guys. See you in my next video. Bye.